I think the one characteristic that sets successful people apart would be networking. If I find myself in the room being the smartest person in the room, I know I'm in the wrong room. My major in college was business administration with an emphasis on marketing. I got into direct sales because I knew I loved talking to people. I never saw myself behind a desk in a cubicle. I would call myself an extrovert, so I just needed to be in front of people. So being an extrovert myself, my advice to an introvert would be to trust that it's a numbers game, right? The more people we talk to, the more no's we're gonna get, but the more yeses we're gonna get as well. When we talk to people face to face, they're gonna get bought into us as people, not necessarily the product or service we're offering at that time. So if you can find some way, somehow, to relate to the person that's in front of you, you got them. You don't have to be the most bubbly or outgoing or extroverted person in the room, but if you can relate to someone on some sort of, level, they're gonna get bought into you, and that's your key in. I think the one characteristic that sets successful people apart would be networking. If I find myself in the room being the smartest person in the room, I know I'm in the wrong room. There's a saying in life that, you are who you surround yourself with. So the 5 closest people that you surround yourself with, you're a direct reflection of them. So, be mindful of who your inner circle is and who you talk to most, who you surround yourself with, whether that means friends, family, who you go home to, making sure, the people you surround yourself with is who you want to be. I don't think my parents necessarily understand direct sales. They've always been supportive. They understand as much as they can, but I just knew that's what I wanted to do. So when I got into direct sales, it gave me the opportunity, the platform to be able to, put my own fate in my own hands. So I took it and ran with it. As an entry-level sales and marketing associate, I was making anywhere between $2,000 and $2,500 weekly. When I came into this industry in my young 20s, and while all of my friends and family and people I surrounded myself with were, living, at the bars or the clubs or whatever, young people do right out of college, I was working and I was building it, but you've got to build that foundation for, your future. And I had to look 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, and surround myself with people that had that same vision. I think people have a negative perception of direct sales because I think our generation is steering towards digital. Everything we know and grew up with is, at our fingertips on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I don't know even what the kids are using nowadays. But I think there's so much value in just talking to people in person, right? So I think, it starts with, feeling good about yourself, and that translates into everything you do in life. You feel more confident. When you feel more confident, you can engage in more conversations. But I think when people are put face to face, there's no barrier. There's no wall anymore.